So, ladies and gentlemen, they appear to have fucked up the map again. Basically, two people, Jandy's up to a game. I'm gonna cast it. Shit's happening. They're setting up at the moment, and I shall join. Excuse me. The match will be between the currently teamless Sabre and TLR.Bourne. I'm going to solo cast it. Why? Because I can. I also have the hiccups, which isn't great, so that's not good at all. Taking ages. There we go. Join game. There we go. Wait, I'm not supposed to be playing? That makes no sense. Hopefully I can remember to do my hotkey controls, because I was playing some games earlier and I recorded it. It should be up by now. And I had to start all over again because I hit the wrong button. And I broke it. So, alright, we're off. Countdown has begun. It's time for me to solo cast. And the challenge is basically, TLR.Bourne said that he would not drop a game to Sabre. In a best of 3, I think it was. So, we're going to watch this and see if that happens. First map is on WCS Cloud Kingdom. And it's really hard to cast once you've had Coke. Never drink Coke before you cast. So, let's put it on the right overlay. Is that the right overlay? I actually have to check. I'm so paranoid from earlier. There we go. It is the right overlay. Am I actually recording? Yes, I am. Oh my god, I'm so paranoid. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the top right-hand corner of the WCS Cloud Kingdom, playing as the pink Protoss, we have TLR.Bourne. Ignore the GG bit, that's old, and Blizzard needs to give us more name changes, or at least make them viable and cheap. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner as the red Zerg, currently teamless, we have Sabre. And I am going to shut my door so I don't harass... Ow! Turns out what I'm actually going to do is to trip over my own headset wire. That was very painful, and it moved my entire PC. Luckily it doesn't look like I have broken anything. Let me just check to see if my voice is still being recorded. Looks like it is. And I am white as a ghost because of my monitor. Alright. Ow. That was really painful. This is already going well. Caster mishaps. There you go. You get to see behind the scenes because of webcam. In fact, you probably may not have seen me fall over, but it is all fine. We're seeing Bourne go ahead and do a little bit of probe harassment, doing a little bit of damage to this drone here. Bring it down to yellow health, however, it does not matter anymore, as that drone is now turning into the spawning pool. And a bit more harassment from... from Bourne here. Sabre chasing him back with his own drones. So we're seeing a bit of micro battles here. Bourne heading down to block the expansion of Sabre, make sure that nothing happens down there. Sabre's going to get a few good hits off. Oh, looks like he may actually do some health damage here. Oh, nope, health damage has been done, so the micro of Bourne was not enough. Oh, just missed the pylon, and there's the expansion. So this is going to force Bourne to retreat. It's been in vain. However, he does already have his expansion down and he's making his forge. Going for the very standard forge fast expand. Ah, sorry, I need a drink. My feet really hurt from tripping over like that. As we can see, Bourne is finishing off his wall off with the nice forge fast expand. Gateway is already going down, about halfway finished, and the first cannon is on the way up now that the forge is finished. So very standard here for Bourne, and who is now having to run for his life from the Lings of Sabre, who will get this probe before it manages to escape. The probe is doomed to death. There it goes, and we will see Sabre throw down this expansion when his minerals hits that 300 mark, which should be about now. Tiny bit late, but obviously not everyone is as fast as DRG, but still very impressive anyway, and his natural expansion is about to finish up. Sabre will now head up and have a little poke, see what he can see. He can see there is no Forge Fast Expand, so he will see, sorry, there is a Forge Fast Expand. Wow, I'm messing up quite badly. Gonna have a little nibble at those rocks. It may does look like he's actually just gonna nibble these rocks, not even have a poke to see what his opponent's doing. His opponent could have double nexused him right now. Sabre would have no idea. Let's see what he's actually seen. Okay, he has actually seen the Forge Fast Expand thanks to this wonderful Overlord here. But he just doesn't seem to care. He's had no scouting at the third base. He doesn't know what his opponent's done in that case. And he's just going to continue to destroy these rocks and see what and just do what he does. Warp Gate on the way for Bourne, so once again, it's okay. Very normal build, and the Stargate is out, so he's going to be using this to do some harassment, pick off some queens with the Phoenix, and in the meantime he will just defend himself with this Warlock and some Zealots. So very normal build here, but this is a build that's just becoming more and more popular. Using the Phoenix to pick up some queens, do some Overlord harassment, it's a very, very good build. As like Terran, you used to have a couple units, you used to just make like one Viking and use that one Viking in order to just kill off Overlords. In this one you're using Phoenix, but they can also pick up queens. So they're an incredibly good unit, and Sabre has this Overlord in here, but once again, as we can see, he hasn't seen this Stargate. He sees the pylon here, but doesn't see if there's anything built on it, and he's just heading completely the wrong way to try and scout out anything sneaky. Bourne, on the other hand, building 2 units, and oh my god, he skips the Phoenix completely, and he's going straight for the Void Ray, so this is going to be a very early game Void Ray harass. And it is a very strong build what he is doing. The Void Ray very good at basically killing everything, and if he wanted to, he could even charge up on these rocks if he wants to go in and do some serious damage. He can charge up and possibly get to this Overlord before the Void Ray charge disappears. Phoenix also on the way. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another one coming out after this. So we would have the 2 Phoenix Void Ray. And here we go, Bourne controlling it around, moving it towards the third base, seeing if there's anything worth picking off. He may get a few Zerglings, and there we go, he's going to take a couple shots, and he's going to focus down this Queen. 2 Zealots coming in as well to force that Queen to retreat. Zerglings getting some good shots off as well, and this Queen will easily get taken down. Phoenix arrives and gets the pickup. The Zealots have now been killed off, but this Phoenix will now easily be able to help supply block Sabre. Sabre is now supply blocked and is losing Overlords thick and fast. This attack is so deadly, and yes, we are seeing a second Phoenix complete, and a third Phoenix is on the way. In the meantime, this harassment is just going to be so deadly by Bourne here, just killing off all the Overlords right now. This Queen is doing some damage to that Void Ray, but another Phoenix is going to come in and get the lift off, and that Queen will be killed off, and this is not going well at all. We are seeing Spore Crawlers being thrown down by Sabre. One of them is cancelled though in the main base. There are 2 in the natural expansion, and 2 now. First one finished, second one about to finish in the third base. In the meantime though, Bourne is basically just running free around the place, killing off all the Spore Crawlers in the main base, so Sabre's just not having any anti-air at this point, and this is going really well for Bourne right now. Sabre is, however, decided to use this moment to take a fourth base, which is a fairly good move, seeing as he can't really do anything about this Void Ray as of yet. However, the level 1 looks like we're seeing double upgrades coming out from Sabre, who's going to go for a really heavy counterattack, which may have just been scouted by that Phoenix. We will find out in a sec. Bourne is moving out to expand. Was Bourne paying enough attention? Here are the Zerglings, and there is a force field blocking them off from getting into the mineral line, and from stopping it retreating, doesn't actually manage to trap Eddie out of range. In the meantime, where has the Void Rays gone? There we are. All still alive, no health damage done to any of them, so he's just having a poke around, seeing if he can spot any 3 Overlords. Doesn't look like he can, so he's going to pull back. Accidentally forgets his Void Ray. He's just going to send that around, see what he can find. and he may actually get a good snipe on this 4th base. There's not really anything here to help defend it. There's no ranged units out, whereas on the other hand, Bourne is just doing an incredibly good job at the moment. He's getting out his robotic space, getting out his Twilight Council, and he's basically keeping himself in a really comfortable position. But finally, that Void Ray takes some health damage and almost gets killed off. Is being forced to retreat. Oh, and an Infestor is out, so great fungal growth on those Phoenix, doing some serious damage. The Infestor, one of the Infestors is lifted off, and all the Phoenix do get out of there. They're getting some good Infestor pickups. One of the Phoenix does get fungled again. All of them will get out of there, but the Void Ray does get killed off eventually. Good defense by Sabre, but I think it might be a bit too late at this point. Bourne has already got his 3rd base set up, and mining a couple cannons have been thrown down, and a gateway to help wall off the front. Stargate no longer producing units. He has teched up 2 Colossus and is beginning to send them out while getting the extended Thermal Lance and Blink. So this is a normal Blink Stalker Colossus play, which is oh so good against his opponent's force. Basically, these Infestors will have to be so crucial in order to get the fungals on those Stalkers and possibly the Neuroparasite on the Colossus. We're seeing more Phoenix on the way here. Sabre just trying to do so much damage. Sniping one Infestor there. He may actually get another before the lift wears off, and he does. So doing such a great job with this harassment at the moment, keeping his opponent on his toes and sniping so much gas worth of units. And there is an Overseer out, however it's flying straight towards a Spore Crawler at the moment, so won't be able to do too much there other than sit around there and tell when his opponent is moving out. Bourne on the other hand is going to move around, deny his opponent some vision, killing off some Zerglings. More Zerglings here to reinforce, because obviously Zerglings are the counter-attack to Phoenix. Great fungal there, catching out 2 of the Phoenix. Throwing out some infested Terrans as well, and more good fungals here. Looks like he may get... Oh, great fungal again. These fungals from Sabre are so good catching these Phoenix out of position, and he has a lot of units right now. Ling Infestor is a really powerful build at the moment, and he's using it to great effect here. The Phoenix are doing a good job of getting the pickups, however the fungals from Sabre have managed to minimize his losses. Not as much as he really could have at this point, but he's still doing a very good job. Bourne, on the other hand, is on +2 upgrades. If we have a look at his units, he is already got the +1, has not started the shield upgrades, whereas Sabre already has the 1-1 that he researched a long time ago, which includes the +1 defense for those Infestors. And the fungal gets the Phoenix, however, they don't take that much health damage. A couple of infested Terrans do come down to try and kill them off, however, there was no chain fungal. The Phoenix do escape, and now Bourne is beginning to move out across the map. He's going to have the 2-0 upgrades, and he is moving out. 2-2 is about to finish up for Sabre, which could be the key factor here. However, there aren't that many fungals left, and these Phoenix have just been wasting so much energy from these Infestors. Now they're actually being sniped. This is not going well at all. The Infestor energy has just been wasted, and here comes Bourne. His army is massive compared to Sabre's right now, and it's looking really difficult for Sabre to really do anything against. There's a couple of Infestors here at the back with energy that have just popped. Some Corruptors have popped out too, which will do well against these Colossus. Already good force fields by Bourne, stopping these Lings getting in too close. Stalkers are doing a massive damage to the back. Infestors being walked in to their death. Is there any fungals coming down? If there has been, I have missed them. Lings coming in from the back, but everything could annihilate. It's basically down to the Corruptors now, and they're not doing the DPS needed. Lings and Corruptors have just been annihilated right now. The Corruptors the only thing left. Bourne moving forward right now, just destroying everything. I don't think a single Colossus has fallen in this engagement. More Lings coming in, but they can't engage into this. We need to see some fungals. There we go, good fungal out of Sabre. However, the Infestors are just being sacrificed right now, not really used to their full effect, not letting the energy recharge. All the Colossus are dead, so it is down to this Blink Stalker composition. There is only 1 sentry left, so not that many force fields against this heavy Ling army, and we're seeing Broodlords morphing in as well out of Sabre, so he is not going down without a fight. Bourne, however, is shuffling his way in, killing off everything he can. He does not have the high ground vision. His observer is on the field, but he isn't using it to get that vision. He's beginning to move his way in, though, to the main base. He now has the high ground vision. Infestors going down. He's going to snipe the Broodlord cocoons before they finish. They all go down. The Broodlords don't even get off any shots. There's a couple more morphing, but they all get sniped instantly. And there's nothing really left for Sabre right now. He's getting gutted right now. He has a couple more bases going down, spine crawling up this one and going into the bottom right hand corner. More stalkers coming in though as reinforcements to just snipe off anything. Bourne is in a really good position right now. He is still on the +2 upgrades and is getting his +3. Colossus coming in from the side and is annihilating these Zerglings. Fairly good surround by the Zerglings, getting a bit of health damage down on this Colossus. One of them still alive actually, having a bit of a nibble. This Colossus finally just microing his way up the cliff to get out of range. So many stalkers though out of Bourne. The supply count is 45 to 79. This is a crazy amount here. We can see the creep highway from Bourne is there. However, he just wasn't able to use it due to the incredible attack out of Bourne. Sorry, Sabre is the one with the creep highway. I'm getting the names mixed up for some reason. Sabre is continuing to mine though long distance from his own base. However, it's just not looking good. He's just leading his opponent to where his army is. And GG from Sabre. Normally is where most people do post-game analysis. However, I'm not very good at that. So we're just gonna point out some key features here. I'm not sure if they're remaking or not, so there's not really that much to talk about there, other than the Ling Infestor is usually a really impressive build. It's really aggressive and really powerful. I'm just going to head back to this overlay. It's a really good build. It's really powerful. However, Bourne basically did exactly the right thing there. He forced Sabre to waste all of his energy on the Infestors he had out with those Phoenix, and he managed to keep the Phoenix alive, which was even better. So basically when the attack came, the main ability user, the main spellcaster of Sabre was just annihilated. It was useless. It could only throw down a couple infested Terrans, and that wasn't really enough. So the infestors he was popping out obviously started with a couple fungals, but there wasn't enough. By that point, the Ling army was already dead. So there you go. This has been the game between TLR.Bourne and Sabre. I will join if they decide to go again, then I will record that as well. If not, then thank you all for watching. This has been Evil Guy 13, and see you all next time.